Well, welcome back, Royal Gang. Nice to see all of you and your beautiful faces. But if you're ready for another special edition of Queen Bee TV, make sure you stay locked in for this one. We're about to talk about what it's like to work from home. Okay, guys, so first things first, I've been working from home since the end of 2021. As a lot of you may know, I was in restaurant management for quite a while. And at the end of 2021, I went back into collections and I was doing first party commercial collections, which I have a background in collections. I did collections for about 9 years. So that was my first work from home experience. From that, I went into the travel industry. I worked for Carnival for several months, which I really enjoyed. They're a great company to work for. And then after that, most recently, I am in higher education, working for a university as an enrollment advisor. So that is what I'm doing currently. So it is now, September of 2023, and I've been working from home since November of 2021. Sorry, y'all, I had to take the glasses off. That glare was killing me, okay? The glare was killing me. So, like I said, I've been working from home for, a couple years now. So, let's talk about the pros of working from home, okay? So, of course, you don't have to commute. All you do is go to wherever your office or setup is. That's an awesome pro. You can wear pretty much whatever you want unless you have meetings or certain stipulations of your employer. Usually another pro is if you have kids or you have certain obligations, it usually works pretty well because you're usually at home. So you can get your kids ready for school. You're there when they get home from school. You're home. You know what I'm saying? You're home. So those are a few of the pros that I do enjoy. Now let's talk about these cons, okay? So the cons of working from home is you're always home. Like, it makes you feel like we're in beginning stages of the pandemic 2020, where all you're doing is being at home. Like, you don't ever leave. It's not like being in a workplace where you clock in, you clock out, you go home, different environment. It's always the same environment, day in and day out, 40 plus hours a week, depending on your schedule. And on top of that, not only are you at home, but like during summer vacation, spring breaks, Christmas holidays, your family's at home. And they choose to forget that you're working. And they want to be loud and rambunctious and talk to you and ask you for things, but you're like, I am working. Can y'all stop talking to me? I'm not here. Stop talking to me. I'm working. Another con, y'all, is that the food is too accessible, okay? The food is too accessible. Like I said, again, it's like being in that pandemic stage again, right? All you keep having access to is food and drink in your house, okay? So you're constantly snacking. You're constantly, you know what I mean? Like, it's so accessible. Food is just so accessible, okay? I don't know if this is really a pro or a con. I guess it depends on who you're asking. But one of the other things is you end up doing a lot of housekeeping while you're working from home. You start thinking about on your breaks, do I need to do this laundry? Do I need to wash these dishes, sweep, mop? Depending on who you ask, that's a good opportunity to be able to get those things done. Or, it's anxiety. So it kind of depends on how you view that. You know what I mean? So it may be a pro for you, maybe a con. Just depends. I would say one of the other things that could be a pro or a con as well is being able to take naps. If you have a long enough lunch break, you can take a quick nap. For me, it's more of a con because I don't like naps. I'm one of those people, if I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna lay down. So having to wake up in like 45 minutes to an hour and get up and be productive is a con for me. But for some, being able to take that quick power nap, hey, that might be a pro for you. So that is an option with working from home. Okay, that's enough of the pros and cons. I'm sure there's many more that we could all come up with. If you could think of some, make sure you drop them down below in the comments. But moving on, a lot of questions that I get asked all the time is, how do you find these work from home jobs, these work from home opportunities all the time? And granted, in the time that I have worked from home, I have had several secondary jobs as well that were also work from home. So the thing that I would say is anything that you can think of that you enjoy as a brand, look for a work from home remote opportunity. And what I mean by that is, let's say you love Target. Go to Target's career page, put in remote in the search bar. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of remote position. As a matter of fact, I know there is. I've looked. CVS, Walmart, Home Depot, any cruise line, hotels, casinos. Now, there are going to be some strict state restrictions for some of these companies, so you definitely have to look at that. There are certain states that certain companies just don't offer employment to. So anything that you could really think of has a possibility for a remote opportunity. That's one thing that the pandemic has opened up, is a lot of remote opportunity. I will tell you, as well as looking into just companies that you enjoy, there are a lot of Facebook groups for work from home people. There's TikTok posts constantly with remote job opportunities. I would stay away from Indeed because sometimes there's scammers on Indeed. LinkedIn usually has quite a few as well, but LinkedIn can be saturated with applicants. So that's something to be careful of as well. There is one other thing that I would look for if you're going to go through social media. So with going off of recommendations off of social media, this is one thing that I've found. If the post is from several weeks ago, several days ago, and it has a lot of traction to that particular post, more than likely they've taken that job post down. But you can always go and look, but more than likely they've had quite a few applicants. So those may be a no-go. If it's something that you're seeing fresh today, that was just posted within the last few hours and it doesn't have a lot of traction yet, definitely check out those leads. But if it's been up for a while, more than likely they've already filled that position or they have too many applicants. So you definitely have to do your due diligence and your research to see if these jobs are still even available for you. I will say as well that there are quite a few 1099 like contract positions as well that are available for work from home. So those are kind of flexible. It's not like a set schedule, but it's not, a W-4 position. So those are self-contract. So just keep that in mind. They're not taking taxes out of your payroll, so you have to kind of keep up with that. As well as a lot of the remote positions, they don't require certain levels of degrees, and they have entry-level positions where they will train you on the job. And most remote jobs come with equipment. Every so often you'll find one that you have to have your own setup, but for the most part, most remote jobs will send you your equipment. Well guys, I think that was the gist of what I wanted to go over with you. If you guys enjoyed this video, we can definitely talk about maybe some interview tips for work from home, maybe some things to put on your resume. If that's something that you're interested in learning about, make sure you drop a comment below and I will work on getting that content together for you. If you're also interested in getting a list of possible remote opportunities, definitely drop that below in the comments as well. And I will see you guys on the next one, Royal Gang. On the next one. I love y'all. Y'all be careful out there in these streets, okay? Or in your house working from home. Deuces.